So finally this evening I've managed to get a potentiometer, this thing here, working with the MCP3008 chip here, the analog to digital converter, and get it working with Scratch. Now I can't find a way to Scratch outside of that comes with the installed Raspberry Pi. I can't see any evidence that it actually works with that kind of chip. It works with a whole host of other little things, but so what I've done is I've installed a tool called scratchClient, which I believe is German, which you can look up, Google it, and I have connected the MCP3008 to use hardware SPI. So if we come in here to Ada Fruit, and we use their examples, which you'll have seen on their website. Do Python simple test.py. You can see that there are 8 channels, which is 8 channels that plug into the chip where that red cable is. And if I turn the potentiometer, you can see that we are on channel 3. So after you have installed the simple client, the scratchClient, try and do this as quickly as possible. CD scratch. You can go into config and you can see a whole host of different electronics that it supports, which is absolutely awesome. There should be something in there for everyone, and not just electronics either, like we do, the Lego we do, all kinds of things. It's great actually. So if you type in config, what I'm interested in is the analog to digital converter MCP3008.xml. You'll find in here, if you come down to here, the ADC channel, select channel 3, and then quite simply you first of all go into Scratch and you find the sensor under sensing, and you right click and you'll do enable remote sensor connections. Obviously I've got this running already, and then you'll just select ADCA. Actually you might not do that first of all, but you'll do remote enable remote connections. Then you'll come into the scratchClient, go into a directory called src, and you will, this one I prepared earlier, I can get to it through the history. I'm sure there are far better ways than doing this, and you'll run the scratchClient.py, the Python code, using the config ADC MCP3008 XML. That should run up and say, yeah, connected to Scratch, because you've enabled the remote connections. Then when you come in here, you'll be able to select the ADCA. And as you can see, if I tick it, it comes up on the Scratch screen. Now, if I turn this, I can't really show it at the same time, probably pull out a ton of wires, it should change. There you go, within Scratch, which is rather helpful. So if you had, I guess, volume for radio or some kind of sound file, we could change the volume of that if Scratch supports it, and I can't even remember. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. That's how you get potentiometer working with the MCP3008 chip into Scratch, which is really helpful when working with kids and stuff in a short period of time where you haven't got enough time for them to start typing in Python. Cheers.